Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Watched a great stream with our good friend the original Grognard, his wrestling extravaganza for Valentine's Day. Please check it out. It was awesome sauce. As he had his Women of Professional Wrestling using Face to the Mat from Play.com. That's the original Grognard. And again, wonderful stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, Ron Juckett had a baseball game up tonight. That was a lot of fun with the Red Sox and the Royals, and it went right down to the wire. So, lots of good stuff in the community. Check out all the content creators. We also have a Discord, and if you're interested in joining our Discord group, we have a lot of fun in that. Leave a comment on the video or any of the on OG's video or Ron Juckett's videos or anyone in the community's videos who's in the Discord. Alright, so we're going to have Game 4 tonight using Strat-O-Matic Baseball Card Dice. The 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates take on the 1957 Milwaukee Braves. It's Barry Bonds versus Hammer and Hank Aaron. The Pirates lead 2-1. They took 2 games in Milwaukee, but the Braves battled back in a thriller to take Game 3 and now look to even up the series. Back up on the mound are the Game 1 starters, Doug Drabek for the Pirates and Warren Spahn for the Braves. Drabek defeated Spahn in Game 1. So let's get to the lineups and roll some dice. We have here at the ballpark the original Grognard, how you doing? And also my Twitter wife, Bobby Cantillano. Hope all is well. And we have Dave Gardner. Prayers and thoughts go out to you and your family and your mom, and she's going to get better. She just had major surgery, and it takes some time, Dave. My dad went through it, and your mom will get through it. Alrighty, so thank you very much for joining us on the stream, and let's get to the lineups and roll some dice. For the visiting 1957 Milwaukee Braves, leading off batting second, Red Schoendienst. That's for Clinton Parks. Batting second, playing first, is Frank Torrey. Batting third, the third baseman Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, the right fielder Hammer and Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, the left fielder Wes Covington. Batting sixth, yes, we have a DH in my tournament game, Joe Adcock. Batting seventh, the shortstop Johnny Logan. Batting eighth, the center fielder Billy Brutton. Batting ninth, doing the catching, Del Crandall. On the mound for the Pirates facing this lineup is Doug Drabek. He won Game 1 and now looks to win Game 4 of the series. In 1990, Drabek was 22-6 with a 2.76 earned run average, striking out 131, walking 56, allowing 15 gopher balls. Red Schoendienst. As I clicked on the wrong player, go back. And we're using iScore to keep the track of the stats. Red Schoendienst in the series so far is batting .417 with no homers, no ribbies. He'll lead off against Doug Drabek. Drabek picks up the sign from slot. Here's the pitch to Red Schoendienst, and that is a 6-5 off the Drabek card. 6-5 ground ball to the shortstop Jay Bell. And where's my handy-dandy defensive chart? I moved it. There we go. There's the handy-dandy defensive chart. So Jay Bell, the shortstop, is a 3, and we rolled a 15 on the 20-sided die. So 15-3, and Jay Bell commits an error. So Schoendienst will be on first on the error by Jay Bell. So that's in play. Error. So Red Schoendienst is at first, and here comes older brother of Joe Torrey, Frank Torrey. Frank in the series, well, he's struggling. He's batting .154. He does have a home run and a ribby. Draybeck and the Pirates hoping to turn 2 up the middle with Bell and Lynn. Here's the pitch to Frank Torrey, and that is a 5-4 off the Draybeck card. 5-4, 5-4, and another fielding check, this time for the catcher, Don Slott. And we rolled a 7 on the 20-sided die. Don Slott is a 3, so a 3-7 for a catcher. Can they commit another error? 3-7, and another error. Holy cow. Back-to-back errors. Runner is safe on first on the catcher error. Slott goes to pick up the ball. He drops it again. And it's like the Keystone Cops are playing defense for the 1990 Pirates. So first and second on back-to-back errors. Not a way to start off the game. As advancing to second is Shane Dienst. And at first is Frank Torrey. So back-to-back errors. That's a wild start, folks. Also here at the ballpark, we see What's Blazing in Sports. How you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful boxing channel. It's got lots of streams up. I got to check them out. And he does live shows, and those are the best. And we also have D. Scott Howard, our good friend from the Great Pacific Northwest. And check his channel out for his goat sitting videos and more. So here comes Eddie Matthews. No outs. There should be 2 outs, but 2 errors. One by Bell and one by Slott. Now brings Eddie Matthews to the plate. Eddie Matthews, third baseman for the 57 Braves, is batting .333 with a home run and a ribby. Also has 2 doubles. Chance for the Braves to jump out on top. Here's the pitch to Matthews, and that is a 2-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-6 off the Matthews card. 2-6, and that's a walk. Bases will be juiced. And no outs. So bases are loaded, and who comes to the plate? The man who hit 2 home runs in Game 3 to help power the 57 Braves to their first victory in the series, Hammer and Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron batting .417, 2 homers, 3 ribbies, 2 doubles. No outs. Pirates looking to turn 2 once again. They'll give up the run for the pitcher's best friend. Draybeck looks in, gets the sign from Slott. Here's the pitch to hammering Hank Aaron, and that is a 3-7 off the Aaron card. 3-7. 1 through 3 is a triple. It's a 13. That is a single, and 2 runners will score as there's 2 stars, and Hank Aaron drives in 2. And it's 2-0 Braves. So the errors and the walks come back to roost quite quickly for Doug Draybeck. So that was a single to center. Medium line drive. Shane Dienst scores. Torrey scores from second. Advancing to third is Eddie Matthews. And holding up at first is Hammer and Hank Aaron. So runners on the corner, still no outs, and it's 2-0 Braves. Matthews at third, Aaron at first. Braves looking to bust it open here early in this ball game. And stepping to the plate, Wes Covington, the left fielder. Covington batting .385. He has a home run and a ribby. Chance to drive in Matthews from third. Aaron takes a lead at first. Again, Pirates open to turn 2. Draybeck goes through the signs, now nods his head. He deals to Wes Covington. And that is a 3-8 off the Covington card. 3-8, and that's a single. 1 through 8. It's an 11-line shot to the second baseman, Lynn. Quickly fires to first, but Aaron dives back in. He saves the day for the moment. That would have been a base hit single. Nice play by Lynn at second. So there's one out finally. On the line out. One out, first and third for the designated hitter, Joe Adcock. Adcock in the series batting .308. No homers, no ribbies. Slot goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to Joe Adcock. And Drabek deals Adcock a 6-8 off the Drabek card. 6-8. 1 through 13 is a single. It is a hard hit ball to the shortstop, Jay Bell. And it's right at him, and he catches it in self-defense. So they've hit the ball quite hard in this inning. But the last two have been lineouts, the second and short. 2 down. So Adcock is out. Johnny Logan comes to the plate, the shortstop. 2-0 Braves. Matthews at third, Aaron at first. And here comes Johnny Logan. That's not Johnny Logan. Here comes Johnny Logan. Johnny Logan is batting .091. I'd like to break out of that and give Milwaukee a third run here. Drabek deals quickly to Johnny Logan, and that's going to be a 6-7 off the Drabek card. 6-7, ground ball to second base X. So a fielding check for Lind, and he is a 1 fielder, and that is a 1-7 for a second baseman. We go to our basic fielding chart. 1-7. Lind makes the play, and the side is retired as he throws to Breen at first. But Milwaukee scores 2 on the bases loaded single by Hammer and Hank Aaron. And it's 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. So it's a ground out. Four to 3. When next the Braves come up, it'll be Billy Bruton, the center fielder, leading things off. And let's get the cards in order. So a good start for the 57 Braves trying to tie the series up. We have Robbie Wartburg in the chat. How you doing, my friend? We also have Ken Castro, who's covering a track meet in the Boston area. And Tribes fan, check out his channel. And AU Pack Mule had a wonderful stream earlier. Great job. And D. Scott Howard says it's halftime at Sam Carver Gymnasium on the campus of Western Washington University. Finds the WWU women up 34-24 over St. Martin's University. A romantic evening with 12 of my favorite girls. Awesome sauce. Alright, here is the 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates lineup. Leading off, the designated hitter Wally Backman. Batting second, the shortstop Jay Bell, who committed an error, along with Don Slott, that led to the onslaught by the Braves in the top of the first. And he's playing short. Batting third, the center fielder Andy Van Slyke. Batting fourth, the right fielder Bobby Bonilla. And he had quite a game in Game 3. I believe he had 3 home runs. We can go back and look, but it was not enough, as Hank Aaron had 2 to power the Braves to their first victory. They're down 2 games to 1 in the best of 7. Barry Bonds bats fifth, playing left field. Sid Breen is at first. He bats sixth. Batting seventh, Don Slott, who also made an error in the top of the first, and he does the catching. Batting eighth, Jeff King. He's at third base. And Jose Lynn is at second, batting ninth. And Jerry Mathers is the Beaver. All right, here comes Wally Backman, designated hitter, leading off. Backman had a hot start to the series. He's cooled off. He's now batting .231, has a ribby and 3 doubles. And Warren Spahn is on the mound. He lost Game 1 in 1957. Warren Spahn was 21-11 with a 2.69 earned run average, striking out 111, walking 78. He gave up 23 gopher balls. Backman had 2 doubles off Spahn in Game 1. Here's the pitch to Wally Backman from Warren Spahn. And that is a 4-4. Spahn hoping to shut the door on a 4-4. That's a fly ball out to center field, and Billy Brunton. And we're going to have to check his fielding. And he is a 2 fielder. and that is at 4. So the basic fielding chart, 2, 4, and he makes the running catch, 1 away. So that's an out as Backman flies out to center. And there's 1 down. Now bring up Jay Bell trying to make amends for his error. And those 2 runs against Drayback were unearned. Jay Bell in the series is batting. He's struggling at the plate, 154. No homers, no ribbies. He does have a double, though. Here's the pitch to Jay Bell from Warren Spahn as the white die gets stuck. And that's a 3-7 off the Bell card. 3-7 fly ball to left field. Camping and waiting is Wes Covington, and that's 2 outs on the fly out to left. So 2 outs, base is empty. And the center fielder, Andy Van Slyke, comes to the plate. Let's check out his numbers for the series. He's struggling. 182. He does have a homer and 4 ribbies, though. Can he go yard and cut this Braves lead in half? Van Slyke digs in. Spahn picks up the sign from Del Crandall behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Andy Van Slyke. And that is a 6-5. Is it a pitch he will like, Andy Van Slyke, on the 6-5? 6-5 with a 7 split. And that is a single up the middle. So Andy Van Slyke does like that pitch. The inning stays alive with the 2-out single. So Van Slyke at first, 1 through 16, base runner, B Steelder. We're playing with the hold rule, and we're using basics, so that goes off the defensive rating of the catcher. For the Pirates, Don Slott is a 3, so the hold is a -2, and that is for stealing bases and also for advancing. And with 2 outs, you get a +2, so it'll be neutral. And for Del Crandall, he's a defensive rating of a 2, so it's a -3. And then you make the proper adjustments. Here comes Bobby Bonilla, and what a Game 3 he had in defeat. It was not because of him. In the series, Bonilla batting .385, 3 homers, 4 ribbies. All 3 homers came in Game 3. If Bonilla smacks his 4th, we have a tie ball game. Van Slyke takes a lead. Torrey holding him on. Here's the pitch to Bobby Bonilla, and that is a 2-6 to Bobby Bo. 2-6, ground ball, third base. Up with it is Eddie Matthews. He fires to Frank Torrey, older brother of Joe, and the side is retired. Van Slyke stranded at first. If you're scoring at home, and you should be, because it keeps your mind good, that's 5-3. We go to the top of the second, 2-0 Braves. When next the Pirates come up, Barry Bonds, Bobby was his dad, will be leading off. Let's go to the chat here. Comics with Bueller in the chat. My God, we love Comics with Bueller along with everybody else. And he has his big show coming up on Friday, Comics with Bueller. And that is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're on the West Coast, that's 5 p.m. I believe I did the math right. And he has lots of videos up this week. He is awesome sauce. Love Comics with Bueller. Sip of water. Well, thank you for joining us, my friend. What is new, Comics with Bueller? All right, due up for the Braves. We're using iScore. Billy Bruton. Del Crandall in the top of the order. Red Schoendienst. And let's give you Billy's numbers. Billy Bruton is batting .300. He has a home run and 2 ribbies and 2 doubles. Drayback hoping for some help from his friends. 2 errors committed in the top of the first led to 2 unearned runs. The windup and the pitch to Billy Bruton. And that is a 1-9. 1-9 off the Bruton card. 1-9. Ground ball to second base. Lynn's up with it. He throws to Bream. 1 out. (4-3). So that's 1 out. We'll bring up the number 9 batter, the catcher, Del Crandall. Crandall, batting .300. He has a home run and 2 ribbies and 2 doubles. 2-0 Braves. 1 out. Top of the second. The windup in the pitch from Drabek, and he deals Del Crandall a 3-7 off the Crandall card. 3-7 ground ball, third base. Up with it is King. He throws to Bream, 2 away. So King has been a busy beaver over at the hot corner. And now the top of the order, Red Shane Dienst. As we have the cards out of order here. Hold on. There we go. So Red Shane Dienst reached on the error by the shortstop Jay Bell and scored. 2 outs, no one on. Here's the pitch to Red Shane Dienst. And that's a 6-7 off the Drabek card. 6-7 ground ball, second base to Lynn. He is a 1 fielder against a 10 on the 20-sided die. We go to our handy-dandy basic fielding chart. 1, 10, he makes the play, and he makes it look smooth and easy. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves in the top of the second. Still 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Pirates coming up to bat. It's a ground out. 4-3. When next, the 57 Milwaukee Braves come to the plate, Frank Torrey will lead things off. Due up for the Pirates, trying to even things up. Barry Bonds, Sid Bream, and Don Slott to face Warren Spahn. Barry Bonds, got the wrong player. Barry Bonds, batting .200 in the tournament, 1 homer, 1 ribby, 1 double. Can he go yard? Here's the pitch from Spahn to Barry Bonds. And that is a 3-5 off the Bonds card. 3-5. And that is a hard line shot single past Red Shane Dienst. He made a diving attempt, but it goes into right center. So Bonds is on. He's a double-A stealer and a 1-17 base runner. That is a single. So double-A base stealer, if we wanted to steal, is 1-17. Del Crandall, again, has a 2 defensive rating as a catcher. That's -3, so that's 1-14. And Sid Bream's up. Barry Bonds is going to take off running. He needs a 14 or lower, and he gets it. That's an 11. Make sure I get the math right. 1-17 and -3, 1-14. So Barry Bonds steals second. He's in scoring position for the Go-Go Pirates. And now we have to do, I think we, Barry Bonds, and put him at safe at second. Stolen base. Okay, I remembered how to do that. So Barry Bonds steals second base. He's in scoring position for Sid Bream. Pirates first baseman in the series is batting .091. He'd like to get off the schneid on this. Spahn looks behind him. Now, in at the plate, picks up the sign from Crandall. Here's the pitch to Sid Bream. And that is a 2-9 to Sid Bream off of his card. 2-9. Fly ball to right field B. Camping and waiting is Hammer and Hank Aaron. He makes the catch. A fly ball B. Fly ball B. Batter is out. Runner on third scores. There's no runner on third, so Bonds holds at second as Bream flies out to Hammer and Hank Aaron in right. Bonds holds up. So 1 out. Bonds at second. And here's Don Slott. He'd like to make amends for that error. It was his error and King's error at short that led to 2 unearned runs. Don Slot in the series. His batting below 200, 167. He does have a ribby, though, and a double. Here's the pitch to Slot. Bonds at second, and that is a 6-8 off the spawn card. 6-8. That's a sky-high pop-up second base side. Shane Dienst on the outfield grass makes the catch and 2 away. So Barry Bonds will be off on contact now with 2 outs. And Barry Bonds a 1-17, -3, but with 2 outs plus 2, so it only becomes a -1. He goes to 1-16. And it's up to Jeff King now. Jeff King, the Pirates' third baseman, batting .417, a home run, 3 ribbies, a triple, and a double, and a few singles mixed in there. King had 14 home runs in 1990. 1 swing of the bat could tie it at 2. Spahn looks over his shoulder. Bonds takes a slight lead. Here's the pitch to Jeff King. And that is a 6-4. Will Spahn close the door on the 6-4 off his card? 6-4, pop-up, shortstop side. Logan Shane Dienst now near the bag, and Logan calls off Shane Dienst, and the side is retired. Barry Bonds stranded at second. Top of the third, 2-0 Braves. So when next the Pirates come up, it will be Jose Lind to lead off. Barry Bonds stranded at second. Due up for the Braves here in the top of the third, Frank Torrey, Eddie Matthews, and Hammer and Hank Aaron, who drove in the 2 runs. Here comes Frank Torrey. He reached on an error. Slot's ready to work. He deals to the older brother of Joe Torrey, and Frank gets a 6-6. Pick up some sticks. 6-6 is a strikeout. So Frank Torrey goes down looking. Slot did a nice job of framing the pitch. And that's 1 away. Dave Little's in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. As Comics with Bueller says, today is my relaxing day, so not so much, LOL. Ah, you're a busy man, Bueller. As Dave Little says, good night, Dave. And remember, check out Dave Little tomorrow, as I'm pretty sure he'll have a basketball stream up. Early 1970 NBA basketball. All right, 1 out, and here's Eddie Matthews. Matthews walked. And we lost the white die for a moment, but we've retrieved GGO. Here's the pitch to Eddie Matthews from Draybeck. And that is a 5-11. 5-11 off the Draybeck card. 5-11. Another fielding check. Ground ball to the first baseman, Sid Bream. Bream is a 2-fielder. We rolled a 10. So 2, 10, and he makes an error. That is the 3rd error of the game for the Pirates in less than 3 innings of ball. So Matthews reaches on the error by Sid Bream. In the words of the late, great Phil Rizzuto, holy cow. So Eddie Matthews at first, and here comes Hammer and Hank Aaron. Aaron singled, knocked in 2. 1 out, 1 on. Draybeck getting no help from his friends. Unlike Joe Cocker, who got by with a little help from his friends. Here's the pitch to Hammer and Hank Aaron. And that is a 5-7 off the Draybeck card. 5-7. Line shot this time. Bream makes the diving stab that was slated to go down the right field line. So there's 2 outs. Bream sort of smiles. Nice play. Makes up so far for that horrible error. So 2 outs. Eddie Matthews at first will be off on contact. 1-15 base runner. With 2 outs. Slots a -2 but you get a +2, so it stays at 1 through 15. Here comes West Covington. Covington lined out. Drayback picks up the sign from Slot. Slot sets the target. Here's the pitch. Covington gets a 1-11 off the West Covington card. 1-11. Ground ball, third base. Up with it is King. He throws to Bream. The error doesn't hurt. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Braves. On the ground out. Good reaction by King at third on the hard hit ball. That goes 5-3. And when next the Milwaukee Braves come up, Covington's hit the ball hard. He'll be the designated hitter, Joe Adcock. Beatles Eternally! How you doing, my friend? Check out that great channel. Due up for the Pirates, Jose Lynn in the top of the order. Wally Backman and Jay Bell. Jose is batting in this series .300. He does have a ribby and a double. Trying to get things started here. Warren Spahn on his game tonight. He deals to Jose Lynn, and that is a 5-6 off the Spahn card. 5-6, pick up some sticks. 5-6, fly ball to center field. Billy Brunton moving to his left makes the catch. 1 away. On the fly out to center. So with 1 out, top of the order, Wally Backman. He's 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball. Here's the pitch to Backman, and Spahn deals Backman a 2-7. 2-7, and Backman works a walk. So he'll be on with 1 out. Backman, C. Steeler 1 through 14 base runner. And here's Jay Bell, the shortstop. His error in the top of the first opened up the floodgates for those 2 runs. Spahn hoping that Logan and Shane Deans can turn 2 up the middle. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Jay Bell. Warren Spahn deals Bell a 1-10. 1-10 off the Jay Bell card. 1-10, and that's a single. And moving station to station is Wally Backman. So 1 out, 2 on the Jay Bell single. Now bring up Andy Van Slyke, the center fielder for the Pirates. So Andy Van Slyke, he's singled in his first plate appearance. If Van Slyke goes yard, it's a 3-2 lead for the Pirates. He had 17 homers in 1990. Spahn looks in, nods his head. Crandall sets the target. Here's the pitch to Andy Van Slyke. Will he get a pitch he likes? Like he did the first time? That is a 5-10 off the Spahn card. 5-10. This play will be for the catcher, Del Crandall. And Del Crandall is a 2 fielder. And we rolled a 15, so another fielding check. We've had lots of those, and 3 times it did not go well for the Pirates. Let's see if it goes well for the Braves. And again, he is a 2 and a 15. 2-15, and that is a pop-up. Foul towards the screen. Crandall throws the mask away up against the screen. He makes the catch, and that is out number 2. Nice play by Crandall on the pop-out. So 2 outs, 2 on. Tying run at first and Jay Bell. Wally Backman is at second. Here comes Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla hit 3 home runs in Game 3. Grounded out in his first plate appearance. Spahn takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Bobby Bo. And Bonilla gets a 1-4. A 1-4. That is a deep fly ball to center field. Billy Brunton racing back at the track. Reaches up, makes the catch, and the side is retired. The Pirates strand 2. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 Braves. On the flyout by Bobby Bonilla. Just missed. Brunton makes the catch. When next the Pirates come up, it will be Barry Bonds. Due up for the Braves in the top of the fourth, Joe Adcock, Johnny Logan, and Billy Brunton, the man who just made the catch. So here's Joe Adcock. He lined out in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch from Drabek to Adcock. And that is a 3-9 off the Adcock card. 3-9, ground ball to the shortstop Bell. He knocks it down, picks it up, fires low to first, but Breen digs it out. 1 down. On the ground out to short. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. And you should. It keeps your mind sharp. Johnny Logan comes to the plate. Johnny Logan, he grounded out in his first plate appearance. He awaits the Drabek offering, pitch homeward bound, and Johnny Logan has a 5-7 off the Drabek card. 5-7 line shot. Breen in self-defense makes the catch. 2 away. They're hitting the ball hard, but now it's right at Pirates defenders. So 2 outs, bases empty for Billy Brunton. Or Bruton. Or Rootin' Tootin'. He's 0 for 1. Drabek nods his head. He kicks and deals. And Bruton gets a 4-5 off the Drabek card. 4-5. Ground ball. Second base. Lynn's up with it. Throws to Bream. Side is retired. On the ground out to second. So 1, 2, 3 go the Braves. When next they come up, it'll be the number 9 batter, the catcher, Del Crandall. Due up for the Pirates, Bonds, Bream, and Slot. Down 2-0. Bottom of the fourth. Warren Spahn back up on the bump. He deals to Barry Bonds, who singled in his first plate appearance and stole second. And that is a 3-8 off the Bonds card. 3-8, and that's a strikeout. Big swing and a miss. 1 down. Barry Bonds goes back to the dugout shaking his head. Here's Sid Bream. He's 0 for 1. He flew out. Spahn deals to Bream. And that's a 3-5 off the Bream card. 3-5. And that's another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. As Spahn gets Bonds and Bream swinging. So 2 outs, bases empty for the catcher Don Slot, trying to make amends for that error he made. He's 0 for 1. Slot ready to grip and rip. Crandall sets the target on his counterpart. Here's the pitch to Slot. And Spahn deals Slot a 1-3. 1-3 ground ball to short. Logan's up with it. Throws to Torrey. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Go to the top of the fifth. 2-0 Braves. On the ground out to short. 6-3. When next the Pirates come up, it'll be Jeff King leading things off. So Warren Spahn very sharp tonight, very sharp. Due up for the Braves, Del Crandall, the catcher in the top of the order, Red Shane Dienst, and Frank Torrey. Crandall 0 for 1. Drabek kicks and fires, and that is triple snake eyes. 1-2. How do you do? 1-2. That's a foul ball. Holding his mask in one hand and making the catch in the other with the glove is Don Slot. 1 away. Should have thrown the mask away, but he didn't. On the foul out. So 1 out, top of the order for Red Shane Dienst. He's 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and grounded out. Shane Dienst ready to grip and rip. Drabek picks up the sign. He deals to Shane Dienst. And that is a 2-11 off the Shane Dienst card. 2-11 fly ball deep right. Going back is Bonilla. And he makes the catch. Played that ball quite well. He can be an adventure out there. So that's 2 away on the fly ball to right. 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the fifth, 2-0 Braves. And now bring up Frank Torrey. He is 0 for 2. He has struck out and reached on an error. Torrey awaits the Draybeck offering, pitch homeward bound, and that is a 2-11 off the Frank Torrey card. 2-11, ground ball, second base, Lynn's up with it, fires the Bream, side is retired. So 1, 2, 3, go the Braves, 4-3. And when next the 57 Braves come up, it'll be Eddie Matthews to lead things off in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. As I stated, still 2-0. 2 unearned runs in the top of the 1st have held up. Due up for the Pirates, Jeff King, Jose Lynn in the top of the order. Wally Backman. Jeff King is 0 for 1. He flew out. Spahn back up on the bump, towing the rubber. Here's the pitch to King. And that is a 6-7 off the Spahn card. 6-7, and that's a walk. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. Jeff King, D-stealer, and a 1-12 base runner with the modification 1-10. And here's Jose Lynn, no outs, 1 on, 2-0 Braves. Lynn, he's 0 for 1. He flew out. Not much pop in his bat. 1 homer. He did have 5 triples and 28 doubles. Can he find a gap? Here's the pitch from Spahn. And that is a 6-2 off the Spahn card. 6-2. And that's a fly ball left field. Johnny Logan waiting. Makes the catch. And that's out number 1. As Lynn flies out to Logan. Retreating back to first is Jeff King. So 1 out top of the order, Wally Backman. He is walked and flown out. Torrey holding on King. Here's the pitch to Backman. Spahn deals Backman a 3-4. Will it be a double play to show the door? 3-4 off the Backman card with a 9 split 3-4. And that is a double. Another double for Wally Backman. And Jeff King, 1-10 will be held up at third. So Wally Backman, I think that is his 4th or 5th double in this series. And with 1 out, the tying runs at second base, thanks to Wally Backman. And this is about the time in the game when Spahn fell apart in game 1, I believe. So Backman, a gap shot to right center. King's held up at third. Backman holds up at second. Second and third, 1 out. Pirates up 2-1. And Don McMahon gets up in the Braves pen. No fooling around in a series. And it's Jay Bell. Moment of truth. Jay Bell can make up for that error now. He has singled and flown out. 2 ducks on the pond for Jay Bell. Spahn takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest, the windup and the pitch to Bell. And that is a 6-10 off the Spahn card to Jay Bell. 6-10, fly ball, center field B. Going back is Billy Brunton. He will make the catch. Runner on third will score, and it's 2-1. So the Pirates cut the lead on the sac fly by Jay Bell. So that is a sacrifice fly deep enough to center that allowed King to score. Backman held at second. So King scores, 2 outs. Backman a tying run at second base. And now bring up Andy Van Slyke. He is 1 for 2. He's single and flown out. Backman with 2 outs. Crandall -3, but you +2, so it's -1. He's a 1-13. Will they send him if there's a base hit by Andy Van Slyke? You know he's looking for a pitch he likes. Spahn's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Van Slyke. And that is a 4-6 off the Spahny card. 4-6. Line shot to third. Leaping in the air is Eddie Matthews as he robs Andy Van Slyke of a double and a tie ball game. So Eddie Matthews saves Warren Spahn. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Braves. Nice play by Eddie Matthews on the line drive. And the side is retired. When next, the Pirates come up as Andy Van Slyke is just shaking his head. He thought there was a tied ball game. It'll be Bobby Bonilla to lead things off. When next the Pirates come up in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 6th. Due up, the man who just made that fabulous catch to save the day for the moment and keep the Braves ahead 2-1. Eddie Matthews, followed by Hammer and Hank Aaron, and the left fielder, Wes Covington. Eddie Matthews is 0 for 1. He reached on an error and he walked. Draybeck back up on the mound. He kicks and deals to Eddie Matthews, and that's a 1-7. 1-7 off the Matthews card. And a 17 split. That's a hard single to center. So Eddie Matthews is on to start off the top of the 6th with a single to center. So Matthews, a D base stealer, 1 through 15, goes down to 1 through 13 because -2 adjustment for slots 3 defensive rating. Here comes Hank Aaron. Aaron, 1 for 2, knocked in 2 runs on that single. That horrible defensive first inning for the Pirates. They committed 2 errors, and those are 2 unearned runs. Draybeck nods his head. Slot sets a target. Here's the pitch to the Hammer and Hank Aaron. And that is a 5-6 fly ball to center field. Andy Van Slyke goes back, makes the catch. Matthews retreats back to first. And that's out number 1. So Hank Aaron flies out to Andy Van Slyke in center. So 1 out, 1 on for Wes Covington. Covington, the left fielder, is 0 for 2. He is lined out and grounded out. Draybeck deals to Covington. And that is a 4-3. We shall see on the 4-3. 4-3. Ground ball, first base. The only play will be to first as Breen flips to Draybeck covering the bag. Advancing to second is Matthews, as that was a ground ball. C. Batter is out at first. Runners advance 1 base. So it'll be 2 outs. Matthews in scoring position. Scoring at home 3-1. Oh, shoot. I think we can do it this way. Second, advance by batter. Alright, that worked. Alright, so with 2 outs, they'll bring up Joe Adcock. Designated hitter 0 for 2. Big insurance run, Eddie Matthews. 2 outs, he stays a 1 through 15 base runner. Adcock awaits the Draybeck offering. Pitch homeward bound to the designated hitter, and that is a 1-5. 1-5 off the Adcock card. 1-5, swing and a miss. Had he gotten a 7 or 8, those were home run possibilities. A 4 would have been a single, but he got a 5, and that is a strikeout. Draybeck pumps his fist as he goes to the dugout, and Matthews is stranded at second. When next the Braves come up, it'll be Johnny Logan to lead things off. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-1. Here in Game 4, best of 7, the Pirates lead 2-1. They took the first 2 games in Milwaukee. We're hoping for a sweep. Fans were here with a broom. Bobby Bonilla hit 3 home runs in Game 3, but Hammer and Hank Aaron hit 2. And those 2 home runs were enough in the runs he drove in as the Braves won 6-4. I believe it was 6-4. All right, due up for the Pirates, Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds, and Sid Breeny. Bobby Bo is 0 for 2, just missed a homer in his last at-bat. Warren Spahn getting a little shaky. McMahon continues to warm and loosen in the 57 Braves pen. Here's the pitch to Bobby Bonilla from Warren Spahn, and that's a 6-11 off the Spahn card. 6-11, fly ball left field X. The left fielder is Covington. His rating is a 4, and it's a 1. That's not going to be good, most likely, for Wes Covington. We go to the basic fielding chart. So he is a 4 and a 1. No, Covington makes the catch. An adventure out there, but he makes the catch, and he shows the ball as he bobbled it and traps it against his body, and that's 1 away. So 1 out on the fly out to Covington. Again, he is a 4. I want to make sure I do this right. Covington 4, yeah, 4-1. It's an out. Fly out to Covington. So 1 down. Here comes Barry Bonds. He is singled and struck out. Bonds, 33 home runs in 1990, 2-1 Braves. Bonds looking for 1 shot he can drive out of here and make the fans here in Pittsburgh very happy with a tie ball game. Spahn deals to Bonds, and that is a 6-5 to Barry Bonds. 6-5-20 split, and that is a single. A 1 through 4 would have been a double, and a 5 through 20 is a single. So Barry Bonds picks up his 2nd single, and he represents the tying run at first. He has a stolen base also. So Bonds at first, 1 out. Sid Bream at the plate. Bonds, 1 through 17, with 1 out. -3, 1 through 14. He's going to try to steal second again. So 14 and under, he is safe, and it's a 15! He is out. Applying the tag is Johnny Logan, and Bonds is erased. A quick, accurate throw by Del Crandall. And there's 2 outs now, and Bream is at the plate. So Bonds is out. Caught stealing, as that went 2-6. So 2 outs. 2-1 Braves. Sid Bream is 0 for 2. He is flown out and struck out. Spahn feeling a little more confident now. The windup and the pitch to Sid Bream, and that's a 6-6. Pick up some sticks on Route 66. 6-6. And the split is a 9. 1 through 17 is a single. So Sid Bream picks up his first hit. How big is that caught stealing now? Single to left center. So Bream, not a fast runner at all. 1 through 9 is going station to station. And Don Slott steps to the plate. The catcher is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Tying run at first. Crandall goes through the sign. Here's the pitch to Slott, his counterpart. And Warren Spahn deals Don Slott a 4-5. 4-5. That is a jam shot. He came inside. That's a pop-up sky high first base side. Frank Torrey barely in foul territory makes the catch, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the 7th, 2-1 Braves. Trying to even the series up at 2. As Slott pops out to Frank Torrey in foul territory. When next the Pirates come up, Jeff King will lead things off. Due up for the 57 Milwaukee Braves, Johnny Logan, Billy Brunton, and Del Crandall. Manny is in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. Playing a little card and dice here. Hope all is well with you and your family. And here's Johnny Logan. He's 0 for 2. Drabek looking to be a tough luck loser. 2 unearned run thanks to 2 errors in the top of the first. Here's the pitch to Johnny Logan, and Drabek deals him triple sixes. So that is 6-12. And that's a fly ball to Bobby Bonilla in right. He makes the catch. No adventure for Bobby Bo in that one. 1 out on the fly out to right. And Bobby Bonilla. So 1 out. 1 out. Eddie Matthews, Shane Deans, Torrey. Yep, okay, there we go. And here's Billy Brunton. Make sure we have them in the right order. Center fielder's 0 for 2. The windup and the pitch from Doug Drabek, and that's a 5-7 off the Drabek card. 5-7. 5-7 line shot to first, and it's right at Bream. He makes the catch. 2 away on the line drive to first. So 2 outs, base is empty, 2-1. Milwaukee Braves, top of the 7th. Those 2 unearned runs have held up since the first. And here's the catcher, Del Crandall. He is 0 for 2. Can he get off the schneid? He had 15 home runs in 57. He'd love to make it 3-1. Slot wiggles the fingers. Drabek nods his head. Here's the pitch to Del Crandall. Oh, the white die almost jumped the shark, but it didn't. And that is a 1-5 off the Crandall card. 1-5 pop-up. Second base bag. Lynn and Bell move towards it. Lynn calls off Bell. He makes the catch. The side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Braves. When next the Braves come up, it'll be Red Shane Deans in the top of the order in the top of the 8th. So the half inning is over due to the pop-up. Due up for the Pirates, trailing by 1 in the bottom of the 7th. King, Lynn, in the top of the order, Wally Backman. Jeff King, the third baseman, has flown out and walked. He is 0 for 1. Warren Spahn. Spahny has only given up 2 hits, though they've hit the ball quite hard. McMahon's ready in the pen for a 6-out save if possible. Do we want to go with McMahon now? Spahn has given them 7 innings, 2 hits and only 1 run. He's gotten King once and a walk. Spahn has given up 23 home runs. McMahon did not give up any home runs, and McMahon will enter his 4th game of the series. So that's it for Warren Spahn. McMahon will come in for a 6-out save, old school. So Spahn is done. He can only win it. He can't lose it. And coming in from the bullpen is Don McMahon. For a 6-out save, he has not given up. There will be no home run off of his card. And with the Braves only up 1, I think this is the right choice. All right, here's Jeff King to face Don McMahon. Warm-up toss is done. McMahon was 2 wins, 3 losses, 1.53 earned run average. He struck out 46, walked 29, and gave up no gopher balls in 47 innings pitched. He deals to Jeff King, looking for a quick out here, and that's a 6-12 off the McMahon card. 6-12, ground ball to first. Torrey fields it, waves off. McMahon steps on the bag, and that's 1 down. That's just what the doctor ordered. Ground out to Torrey. Unassisted. So 1 out, and here comes the number 9 batter, the second baseman, Jose Lynn. Jose Lynn, whatever the hell his name is. Beatles, what's his name? How do you pronounce his last name? I pronounced it 52,000 times wrong. And I know this player. He was a good second baseman, obviously. All right, so Jose is at the plate. Here's the pitch for McMahon. And that is a 3-6 off the Jose Lynn card. 3-6, ground ball to short. Backhanding is Logan, long throw, low in the dirt. Torrey scoops it out, and that's 2 away, scoring at home 6-3. Nice play by Logan. Better play at first by Torrey on the hard grounder. Braves 4 outs away from tying the series at 2. And here comes Wally Backman. Leaned. Thank you, my good friend Beatles eternally. Leaned. Jose leaned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wally Backman has hit another double. He's walked and he's flown out. McMahon nods his head. Crandall sets a target. Here's a pitch to Wally Backman, and that is a 2-5 off the Backman card. 2-5 with a 1 split line shot past the dive of Torrey into right. It will be a single. Wally Backman, the tying run at first. On the 2-5, a single 1 through 4, a line out 5 through 20. The 20-sided die is a 1. Wally Backman getting hot once again. So Backman's at first. He's a 1 through 14 runner, 2 outs, so it's only a -1. He's a 1 through 13. And here comes Jay Bell, and it's his error and Slot's error, the 2 unearned runs. Drabek has not given up an earned run. And can Jay Bell, who had 7 home runs, make amends? 2 outs, McMahon. Deep breath. The closer needs to shut the door here. He deals to Jay Bell, and that is a 5-6. Pick up some sticks off the Don McMahon card. 5-6. Fly ball left field. Going back is Covington at the track. Reaches up, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Braves 3 outs away. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. We brought him in. He needs 9 outs. What the hell am I talking about? Braves 6 outs away. I looked at the wrong inning. Thank God for iScored. On the fly out to left. Covington makes the catch. So the Braves 6 outs away. We go to the top of the 8th. When next the Pirates come up, it'll be Andy Van Slyke. Let me get a drink of water. Needed some more fluids, I guess. Oh, that's good. All right, we are in the top of the 8th. Due up the top of the order for the 57 Braves, Red Schoendienst, Frank Torrey, and Eddie Matthews. Red Schoendienst is 0 for 3. Drabek still going strong. He deals to Red Schoendienst, and that is a 5-8. 5-8. Fly ball left field. Bonds is there, makes the catch, 1 away. I mean, this is what you would define a tough luck loss. 2 unearned runs in the first have held up. It's 2-1 Braves. Bonds makes the catch. All right, Frank Torrey is 0 for 3. Struck out, reached on an error, and grounded out. Here's the pitch to Torrey. And from Drabek, it is a 2. That was a 4. 2-6. 2-6. Ground ball to short. Bell knocks it down, picks it up, fires low, and Breen digs it out of the dirt. Bell's been shaky at short, but he makes the play to the moans and groans of the Pirates fans here. Scoring at home. 6-3. So 2 outs, base is empty. 2-1, top of the 8th. And Eddie Matthews comes to the plate. He has walked, singled, and reached on an error. Eddie Matthews had 32 home runs in 57. Drabek trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. He kicks and deals to Eddie Matthews, and that is a 3-5 off the Matthews card. 5 is usually a decent number. 3-5, but not this time. Fly ball, center field. Van Slyke going back a bit. He makes the catch, and the side's retired. The Braves go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1. It's 57 Milwaukee Braves over the 1990 Pirates. Trying to tie the series up at 2. Pirates lead the series 2-1. When next the Braves come up in the top of the 9th, they'll be Hammer and Hank Aaron. And back up on the mound, needing 6 more outs, is Don McMahon. He will face Van Slyke, Bobby Bonilla, and Barry Bonds. Van Slyke is 1 for 3, a single, a flyout, and a line drive out. 17 homers for Van Slyke in 1990. McMahon's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Andy Van Slyke, hoping for a pitch he likes. And that is a 5-4. Will it shut the door? 5-4 ground ball, third base X. And that is to Eddie Matthews. He is a 2 defender, and we rolled a 7. Oh boy, 7s are usually not good for fielders. So he's a third baseman, a 2 defender, and a 7. He backhands it, fires to first for the out. 1 away. On the ground out. Nice play by Matthews. 5-3. So 1 out. Braves 5 outs away from tying the series at 2. And I'll bring up Bobby Bonilla. 0 for 3 last game. He hit 3 home runs. If he gets number 4 here in the series, we have a 2-2 ball game. Bonilla looking for that 3 column. McMahon looking for the 6 column. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, and it's a 2 column. It's neither. It's a 2. 2s are wild. 2-4. Triple deuces. 2-4 ground ball. Shane Dietz has it at second, throws to Torrey 2 away as Bonilla beats the ball into the dirt. And there's 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 8th. But here comes Barry Bonds. Bonds 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a strikeout. He does have a homer in the series, and the all-time home run king in 1990 had 33 round trippers. But it will have to come off his card. Don McMahon did not allow a home run in 1957. He kicks and deals to Barry Bonds, and that is a 5-9, so we know it's not a homer, as it's off the McMahon card. 5-9. 5-9. Ground ball to second base, knocking it down. Is Shane Dietz picking it up, throwing to first. The side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, and the Braves are 3 outs away from tying the series at 2. We go to the top of the 9th, 2-1. The 1957 Milwaukee Braves over the 1990 Pirates. When next the Pirates come up in the bottom of the 9th, Sid Bream will lead things off. As that was a ground ball to Shane Dietz. He was a busy beaver in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Drabek still on the mound. He has been spectacular. 2 unearned runs. He has scattered 7 hits, and the Pirates made 3 errors. Bell, Slot, and Lean, I believe it was, or Bream. It could have been Bream. Alrighty. So Hank Aaron steps to the plate. He's 1 for 3. 2-1. Braves. Here's the pitch from Drabek to Hammer and Hank Aaron, and that's going to be off the Drabek card. 5-10. 5-10. Ground ball to short and Jay Bell, and it's a fielding result here, as we have a pretty X. And Jay Bell is a 3 shortstop and a 17. Will a 17 be lucky for Jay Bell at short? So he's a 3-17, and he makes the play. Good strong throw there, and that's 1 away. And make sure we got that right. 17, go 3 over. Yep, he's out. Ground out on the hard grounder. 6-3. Bell to Bream. 1 out. Top of the 9th, 2-1 Braves. Wes Covington's 0 for 3. Drabek works quickly to Covington, trying to stay in a rhythm, and that's a 2-7 off the Covington card. Will he get off the Schneid, as we like to say, on the 2-7? 2-7 ground ball. Bream has it. Underhand toss to Drabek, covering the bag 2 away, scoring at home 3-1 on the ground out. So 2 outs, base is empty for Joe Adcock. He is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Adcock. And Drabek, that's a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Drabek card. 5-3. Ground ball back to Drabek. 2 defender and an 11. Go to the pitcher chart. Once we find the pitcher, where the hell's the pitcher? There it is. So that is a 2 and an 11. We go down 11, move over 2, and that is the 4th error committed by the Pirates, and this time it's Drabek not helping his own cause. As he throws the ball low, and Bream cannot corral it, rolls away, but staying at first is Joe Adcock. Unbelievable. 4 errors by the Pirates. all day in the world, and he throws it away. So the inning stays alive on the fourth error of the game, and this time it's Doug Drabek. And the Pirates have Belinda ready in the pen, and also Bill Landrum. The game five starter, I believe, will be Zane Smith for the Pirates. But they like to go into that 3-1 instead of 2-2. So Belinda and Landrum are ready. And here's Johnny Logan. He's 0 for 3. Drabek says he's A-OK. They're going to give him one more batter here. Adcock will be off on contact. And it's even because of -2/+2, but he's slow, 1 through 8. Oh, should we put a pinch runner in? Should we put a pinch runner in for Joe Adcock? Designated hitter. Do we have anyone faster? Andy Pafko, 1 through 11. Del Rice, 1 through 9. That's our backup catcher. We're not going to put him in. Felix Mantilla, 1 through 14. So Felix Mantilla will come into pinch run with 2 outs. Joe Adcock's day is done. So the pinch runner would be Felix Mantilla. This is the great thing about iScore. I don't have to write this stuff in. And I want to replace him. Alright, that didn't work right. I want to replace him. Let's go back. I thought you just... Oh, lineup. That's what we have to do. Lineup. Let's go to the lineup. Nope, that's not the right thing. Nope, that's not the right thing. Cancel. What's this one? That's not the right thing. Keep hitting buttons so you find the right thing, Al. Is this it? Nope, that's not the right thing. One of these damn things has to be the right thing. Nope, that's not it. Miscellaneous. The 8th time is the charm. Show starting lineups. I thought you would just... I guess you don't do that. Let's try that. Okay. I thought you would just go to... I thought you'd go to the runner. Pinch runner. I was right. I just didn't see it right. Okay, pinch runner. Ah, boy, Al. I knew that was the right way to do it, not the other convoluted way. And we need to find Mantilla. Mantilla Bay. Felix Mantilla. We'll go into pinch run, and we click save. So Felix Mantilla is in the game. And again, he's a 1 through 14 runner, much better than 1 through 8. So Adcock is out. 2 outs, he'll be off on contact. And Doug Drabek will have one more batter, Johnny Logan. 2-1 Braves. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Here's the pitch of Johnny Logan. Can he be a hero? I don't know about it because that's a 6-6. Pick up some sticks off the Drabek card. 6-6, and that's a swing and a miss. So after all that rigmarole, it's a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Those 2 unearned runs from the top of the 1st have held up. And now Don McMahon is looking for that 3 more outs for his 9-out save and a 2-2 series tie. So that is an out, and that's a strikeout swinging. And Felix Mantilla will stay in and be the DH. And we definitely, if you're a Braves fan, you don't want that to come back around. But if it does, Billy Brunton will lead off. So, the final hope, the last call for alcohol at 2 year through, it'll be Sid Bream, Don Slott, and Jeff King for the Pirates to face Don McMahon, who has been in all 4 games and is looking for a 9-out save here. The win would go to Warren Spahn, who only gave up 2 hits, but he seemed much more shaky than that. Here's Sid Bream, he's 1 for 3. He has single, flown out, and struck out. McMahon kicks and deals to Sid Bream. And that is a 6. You want to stay off that 6 card for McMahon. That's a 6-9. And that is a strikeout. Swing and a miss. That's a column of death, basically, for batters. For the 1957 Don McMahon basic card. So that's 1 out. Strikeout swinging. And the Braves are 2 outs away from tying it up. Here's Don Slott. Remember, the Pirates committed 4 errors in this game. The 2 in the first inning cost them 2 runs. Slott is 0 for 3. McMahon picks up the sign from Crandall. Here's the pitch, homeward bound to Don Slott, and that's a 6-8. You know what that is, folks? Another swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. 2 outs. It all comes down to Jeff King, third baseman, 14 homers with a .245 batting average in 1990. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He's grounded out and flown out. Let's see if he's... But he's batting .357. His bat's just gone cold in Game 4. Can he warm it up once again? McMahon 1 out away from a 9-out save and a series tied at 2 apiece. Takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitcher, Jeff King. Will the game extend? It's a 3-7. A 3-7 off the King card. 3-7, and it does. That is a single to center. Tying run at first. So the Pirates will not go quietly into the night. Single to center on this medium hit line drive. And King is a 1 through 12 base runner. Pirates, I don't think they have... Martinez is 1 through 10. Beatles doesn't like him. J.R. Reynolds, 1 through 15. Valier is the backup catcher. Reedus, 1 through 17. Gary Reedus will come in to pinch run. 1 through 17. So Jay Bell does his job. We'll worry about someone playing third if we get there. So Jay Bell's day is done. Let's go put that over here. Gary Reedus comes in. So Gary Reedus with 2 outs represents the tying run at first. And Al Red Sox fan remembers how to do this now. Go pinch runner. And let's find Gary Reedus. There's Gary Reedus. And we hit save with I-score. So Gary Reedus, and with 2 outs, Del Crandall is a -3. And you get +2, so it's a -1. He's 1 through 16, Gary Reedus. And here's Jose Lean. And he's 0 for 3. And I don't think... Let's go and see what he's hitting before this game, because we don't have the updated stats yet. 1, 2, 3. We don't have the updated stats. He's 1 for 2 today, though. No, he's not. I'm sorry. We don't have... He's 231 right now. What's his good columns here? 2 column. He batted .261 with a homer. Oh, Beatles, I might go to the guy you don't like. Carmelo Martinez, .240, has 10 home runs. The 1 column, 2, 3, 2, 4, and 5. 2 and 4 are automatic homers. A 5, 1 through 12. And he's got some doubles on there, but we got to hit that 1 column. And with Jose Lean, you got to hit the 2 column. I'm feeling it. We're going to go Carmelo Martinez will pinch hit. Carmelo Martinez will pinch hit for Jose Lean. $10 home runs. Can he win it with a walk-off homer? So here's Carmelo Martinez. Jose Lean is out. So we'll have to, if we tie it up, have to replace a third baseman and a second baseman. Reedus, the tying run at first, 1 through 16 with the adjustment. And Carmelo Martinez, the winning run at the plate, .240 in 1990. 10 homers, 35 ribbies. Slugging percentage, .419. McMahon takes a deep breath. Do we want to steal? No, he's a B stealer. No, we don't want to do that. All right. Here it is. Moment of truth. The windup and the pitch to Carmelo Martinez. Will he be a hero? It's a 2. Oh, I'm going to kill myself. A 2 and a 7. A single off the lane card. But Carmelo Martinez is up. And a 2. And a 7, deep fly ball to left, going back at the track, at the wall, making the catch is Covington. The ball game is over. And now I'm in agreement with Beatles eternally. We're never using Mr. Carmelo Martinez again. So he flies out deep to left, and it was a freaking single. A 2-7 is a single. And the ball game is over. Those 2 unearned runs hold up for the whole game. The 1957 Milwaukee Braves win 2-1. Spahn gets the win. McMahon gets a save. He's pitched in all 4 games. And the definition of tough luck loser, Doug Drabeck. Ouch. So the ball game is over on the deep fly out to left. And once again, the Braves win 2-1. What a game. So Carmelo Martinez fails in his pinch hitting opportunity. As Beatles says, Martinez would always fly deep. We get a game 6 at least. Clinton says we get a game 6. Beatles eternally. I was so glad when we got rid of him. Oh, man. You know, and I knew it. As soon as I rolled the 2-7, because I know the card, because I played it, right? I'm like, son of a gun. That's a single. And it was. And I'm pissed. Because I play for both teams, and it's a fun, that sucks. Anyway, it was a good game. So, we've had one of these weird series again, like our 67 series, where no home team won a game, and the Cardinals won that using Dice Baseball in 7 in a thriller when Bob Gibson outdueled Jim Lomborg. But no home team won a game. The Cardinals won 4 on the road, and the Red Sox won 3 on the road. So the Pirates took 2 in Milwaukee, come back home hoping for the sweep, and now they've lost 2. It's all even. And we have a game 3. Am I going to do 1-1-1 or 3? We're going to do, well, we can do 1-1-1. It's cards and dice. So I hope you enjoyed. It was a lot of fun. As Beatles eternally again, waxing poetic or whatever, about Carmelo Martinez. He says, Carmelo Martinez sucks. Bobby's laughing. So thank you to Bobby Cantilano. Beatles eternally. Please check out his channel. Wonderful baseball channel. Wonderful baseball historian. He likes dead ball. And so if you like that, check it out. But check out everything. We're going to have some magic coming up. Sleight of hand tricks. And Clinton Parks. Check him out. Lots of good baseball stuff there. Robbie Wartburg. Thank you very much. Bubba Husky. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see our good friend Bubba Husky. Ken Castro. Manny. Thank you. Nice crowd here. Late in the evening. Early in the morning. And it just keeps Tribes fan. Thank you. Check out his channel. He has his 2016 Twins replay. Dave Little was here earlier. Oh, he says, no hoops tomorrow, traveling home from business. All right, have a safe trip. I know he already left, but have a safe trip, Dave. And our good friend Comics with Bueller, as he says, I love myself some Al Red Sox fan. Thank you very much. He says it's a day for relaxing. Check out that channel tomorrow, his live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And, of course, the walking man, D. Scott Howard. Check out his channel for all the lovely, cute goat videos. He goat sits. A.U. Pac-Mew had a wonderful, wonderful stream interview today. Check out his channel, please. Friend of the community. And I think that's everyone because it's only going to let me scroll up. So, oh, my good friend PB4 Gaming, as he said, oh, I love this young man. Just wanted to stop by and say happy Valentine's Day to all. I'm heading to bed now. I'm beat. Good night, everyone. Well, God bless BP4 Gaming and your family. Great kid. Love him. And, of course, our good friend What's Blazing in Sports, T-Dub. Great boxing channel. It's a must subscribe as to all the channels in our community. Dave Gardner, prayers and thoughts to your mom. She's going to get better, my friend. The original Grognard had a great wrestling stream. Women's wrestling using Face to the Mat from Play.com. And with that being said, I got everybody, I think. All right, thank you very much. So we go to Game 5 next week at some point. And we're tied at 2. Pirates won the first 2 games. And Milwaukee comes into Pittsburgh after, again, Pittsburgh hoping to sweep. The fans in Game 3 had the brooms out. Bobby Bonilla hit 3 home runs, but Hank Aaron hit 2 and knocked in more runs. And they won that one. And now the definition of tough luck loser in Game 4, 2-1. Drabek loses on 2 unearned runs caused by 2 errors. Overall, the Pirates made 4 errors in the game. And Spahn only gave up 2 hits and 1 run, but it just seemed a lot more shaky. And Don McMahon gets the 9-out save. So it's 2-2. Series is tied. Be back for Game 5. Thank you very much. Health and happiness till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Watch out for the curveball in the dirt. You know it's coming, folks. Happy Valentine's Day. We're a little past it, but happy Valentine's Day. Hug the ones you love. Cherish them, whether it's family or friends.